Hello guys, today we will see a new subject. I have never talked about this marijuana stocks, and I got a lot of questions always. They say, why you don't speak about this kind of stocks? We want you to speak about this stocks. So today we want to just go through the basics, and on this Friday night we try to do live session about this kind of stocks. So I will give you more and more detailed information. So before we begin, what does it mean, this marijuana, or what does it mean marijuana stock? Okay, so let's go and check just the definition. So marijuana, also called as, all the people they call it, like for example weed, herb, pot, grass, bud, genya, hope I pronounce it well, Mary Jane, and a vast number of other terms. Now what is it, this marijuana? It is a greenish gray mixture of dried flowers of cannabis sativa. Now cannabis sativa, if I pronounce it well, is the scientific name of the plant. So some people smoke marijuana in hand-rolled cigarettes called joints, or in pipes, or in water pipes, sometimes called bongs, or in blends marijuana rolled in cigar swabs. So these are just the definition of what is marijuana, and from where it comes and why do we use it. Okay, now why we in these years we speak a lot about this marijuana as a product. So here I'm speaking about product. It's just because a lot of United States of America, a lot of states have legalized this product for medical and leisure purposes. Okay, so in some states people, they can smoke in some places, or they can buy from stores. It becomes legalized. In other states of the United States of America, they are still banned and they are not allowed by the law. Okay, now what is a marijuana stock? Understand that in the stock market, any company that was private goes to the stock market to become public, and in order to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So in the stock market there is nothing banned. It means you, for example, now if you go and you invest in marijuana stocks because you see them, they are growing so fast, who cares? Even in your state that you are live in, they are banned in order for use. It means either for medical or leisure or something. It is banned by the state. Okay, that government in the state, they ban it and they don't allow it and they don't legalize it. Although if you go to the stock market, you find these companies and you buy them in terms of investment. So this is something paradox in USA. Now this marijuana, if it is legalized in all the states, the first companies that they begin, or they have begun, they will have the whole market for them. It means they will produce a lot, they will sell a lot, and they become very, very big companies. But understand that these companies, they are not just producing this marijuana product. Okay, so other companies are also interested, like drug big companies. They are interested because they see this thing is growing so fast. So they try to go and buy some stakes in these small companies. Most of them are small, but there are some that are becoming big. And some big names, they begin to acquire these small companies, or to buy parts a big stake in these companies. Okay, so you will see a lot of companies pop up in the stock market. So there are two kinds of stocks, as you know. There are some stocks that are listed in major exchanges, and this is what we always find when you have a broker. For a normal broker or big broker, you find all the listed companies or marijuana stocks that are listed, and you can find what we call OTC, over-the-counter companies. Now these companies are small, and they don't want to give information to the public, so they stay in the OTC market. Okay, and some regulations of the exchanges. It's not because of marijuana production, no, it is just because they give some regulations. For example, the size of the company, how much workers it has, and a lot of stuff. They give regulations in order to be listed. So that's why a lot of companies are not listed, but still there are a lot of companies that are listed. So right now I will just give you examples of these that are listed, and you can search. There are a lot. Okay, so let's go to the chart. So you see the chart here. Now the first one I show you is CRON, Kronos Group Inc. It's an IPO. It means it just begin not that much. Let me see here. I think it begins in March 2017. As you can see, it's a new company, just last year. It is $12.45 right now. So we have a CGC, which is $52, Canopy Growth Corporation. There are some that are, for example, Canadian, and some they are for American. Okay. Now STZ, which is a food and beverage company, but it gets interest in marijuana, which is very big, $209. We have this Heineken, which is European company. We have the ABBV, which is a company that it is established, and it's a very big company. We have a GWPH, $144. We have CARA, CARI, which is a new company. We have SMG, and we have IIPR, which is a new. Now, as you can see here, innovative industrial properties. There are some companies like this. They don't produce or sell marijuana, but they offer real estate. Okay, so it's part of the marijuana industry. And we have this TAP, that Molson Coors Brewing Co., which is selling products that have relation with marijuana thing. Okay, so a lot of people, they get interest. Now when they get interest, what does it mean? It means that we will have a bubble. A bubble, what does it mean? It means the media, they speak too much about these stocks. Now they raise interest. Now when they raise interest, a lot of people, they come and buy these stocks. Now when they come and buy stocks, the stocks will be growing so fast. That's why you hear a lot. Okay, and you maybe in your email you get a lot of deals like this. And if you want to, for example, to buy this kind of stocks, if you use, for example, my strategies, how to buy on time, either with my criteria, you can do that. But for me, understand, I'm telling you from the beginning that I don't buy marijuana stocks, whatever, even if it is real estate, even if it has no relation, even if it is transportation. I just don't support this thing. Okay, I don't support, so that's it. For some people, they like it. It's their problem. Now, so it's not just to go and any company and you just buy, because some companies have been going up, then they go down, and understand that sometimes they have problem, or they have especially with approval of drugs. Understand that some of the companies, when they get approved by the government, or what we call the Food Administration, the stock will soar. It means from $5–10 it can go to $200 in a few days or a few weeks. Understand that the government, when they in any state or federal government, when they approve a drug for medical related to marijuana, or it is for leisure or something, when it is approved, it is used in medicine, you know, almost all the doctors will use it. So this company will have a big chance to become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, there is also I will mention another issue with this marijuana stocks. It means they challenge other things. Understand, maybe you know that companies of tobacco and alcohol, like beer and the other stuff, they have problem, because they see if marijuana is legalized in all the states, what will happen? So this tobacco and beverage drinks, like alcohol, like the other stuff, the sale will go down, because the people will go to have marijuana to smoke it better than to smoke a normal cigarette. You see that? So that's why what happened in the market is that these kind of companies that they do beverages. I showed you a company right now which is called Haney, and this company is European and it makes alcohol, and now it infuse some marijuana inside these beverages, so the people, they like it and they buy their alcohol product, or non-alcohol. Okay, so a lot of companies, big companies, they are interested, so they buy parts of these small companies. Understand that most of these marijuana stocks are small, but there are some that are big. Okay, there are some that I showed you right now, they are big. It means they are middle cap. Middle cap, it means they can go to what we call S&P 500. Okay, because capitalization is big, and the company, because it becomes $200 or $300. As I showed you right now, there is one or two stocks that are 200 or 140. So these are big companies, or they can go to Russell 2000. Okay, and they become bigger and bigger in the future, maybe. So if you want to trade or to invest them, try to make sure to what we call to diversify. Don't put all your money in one stock, because if that stock goes down, you lose a lot of money, because these things depends on many things. So legalization is a big factor, and analysts, when they say good about these companies, you know, the companies will become good. Okay, so this is just a general introduction to marijuana stocks. So on Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern time, I will do this session about marijuana stocks, because we have never spoken about this. So if you have questions or you have stocks, you can just ask me questions and we can do a debate. I know that a lot of people, they show me some stocks before in our live sessions, but this session we try to make it more live. And I didn't tell you that there are some stocks that are in the OTC and you don't find them in stock market. It means you should go to brokers that offer OTC. It means over the counter companies, and understand that these stocks are very, very volatile, and it can go so fast up, it can go so fast down, and they are very, very tiny companies. Okay, 100 million or 50 million or 200 million is a very, very, very small companies, and a lot of people, they like that, and they like to play the penny stocks, and they buy a lot like this. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please have your questions ready for Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern time, and we can discuss this more. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Thank you.